Guys, how's it going? So today we have Gordon Ryan versus Tex Johnson in a no-gi submission match. So interesting spot here where Gordon Ryan is going to go for a pass, and he just uses a very good foot control that I wanted to focus on. So right here he's got the hand gripping around the ankle of Tex Johnson, and he's doing kind of an X pass right here where we have his left leg back here, right leg is gone forward, and then now this knee is going to drive into the chest in order to get knee ride. At least that's the attempt right now, and Tex is going to try to defend, and he's going to use this hand in order to fix the situation. So as we kind of roll through the tape, he's going to go back the other direction right here, so he's transitioned himself into a leg drag. So if we come back a second, we have Gordon Ryan kind of disassembling this leg entanglement, clears the legs, comes over towards knee ride, flips to the leg drag right here. So he went quick X pass towards knee ride, flips back to the leg drag in order to disestablish this kind of reinsertion of the leg that Tex Johnson tries to do. And then once he gets over to his leg drag positioning, now he's got a couple options. Either he can entangle the leg that Tex has right here, so this leg right here can be entangled. He could also go around towards side control by just continuing this way, right, which is what he eventually does. However, a lot of times with this leg drag position, especially with the knee here kind of strong and up on the chest, it's going to be difficult to come this way towards side control because this kind of creates a wall right here. So there's going to be this barrier with the knee, right? And then that knee can oftentimes create enough leverage where this foot doesn't have to be used as a post anymore and instead can be reinserted as a butterfly hook. And so then that can create problems, right? Of course, a better leg drag would be if this knee right here was pulled over to this side and the knee was kind of right here and then the hips were in a little bit more. This would create like an optimal leg drag situation, right? So, of course, that's not the situation that he got into right here, so he's going to instead use a hand grip on this leg right here, and so this is what I wanted to focus on. So as he comes through, he grabs the hand and he pushes the legs down towards the ground, and I think this is a really important point because oftentimes we use the hips in order to deal with the legs because the legs are very strong and oftentimes difficult to manipulate with your arms because, you know, pretty much every time that we have an arm and leg battle, we tend to lose with the arms, and the person that has the leg battle wins. But here, because Gordon is gripping on the foot, low on the lever of the leg, he actually gets a significant amount of leverage in order to manipulate the leg, right? And so I think that that's kind of an important point to make. If it's a leg push versus an arm push, the leg push is almost always going to win, unless you have like 100 pounds on your opponent. Whereas if you have your hand grabbing on the foot and you're kind of manipulating where the foot goes, it actually is kind of difficult for your opponent to fix all of that all the time. So having the foot grips and then pinning them down to the floor, especially since you get to use gravity and your body weight simultaneously along with your arm strength in order to pin this leg down, you get a lot more factors working in your favor than just an arm versus a leg. And so I think that this is kind of where the most important point comes in, is that arm versus leg battles is a very big generalization, and it is true that you want to avoid having battles where it's your arm versus your opponent's leg. However, when you have a manipulative advantage over your opponent, meaning that your hand is low on the lever of their leg next to the ankle or on the foot, grabbing around the foot bones, and you have top position where you can use gravity to your advantage or you can sink your body weight into it, both of those situations actually allow you to manipulate the legs much better. So that's the situation that we're in right now, and that's what Gordon Ryan takes advantage of in order to get this pass. So we'll go through, watch it one more time really quick. He's going to get himself out of this leg entanglement of single leg X, spins, turns out at the heel hook, clears the legs, goes for the hand on the foot control, clears towards knee ride, cuts back for the leg drag, and then pushes the foot to the ground and eventually gets the mount. So a really nice transition there. And then here we have a last spot here later in the match where Tex Johnson goes over for a leg lock. So we'll just take a brief look at this one. He's going to spin over the top and take a look at inserting for that leg lock. He goes double outside ashi, 2 feet on the outside, starts looking for the inside heel hook, and Gordon Ryan's going to make a good play of turning kind of away from Tex Johnson a little bit and then standing up to his foot after he clears out of that heel hook attempt. So he stands up to his foot here, and then now he's cleared out of that heel hook and the ankle lock attempt simultaneously. So great defense there from the outside ashi.